Can you all hear me? I wonder if this is working. Hold on. There we go. Now, how come I can't see the participants? That's weird. Hold up. There's Jelly Bean. I see Jelly Bean. Sorry, y'all. My system is acting wonky, so I'm trying to... Okay, I can see a couple of you. Hi, Lauren. I just saw Joy come in, too. So weird. Hi, Pat. Hi, Susan. Hold on. I'm just trying to figure this out for a second, guys. I'm trying to click on, I'm trying to see why I can't see your comments, y'all. So that's a problem. Give me a second. This is very strange. There we go. Now I can see you all. Okay. Now I got to make sure we have moderators. Moderator. Moderator. Hi. Hi, everybody. Sorry if I missed you. Hi, Lorraine. I just saw Sue, too. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Belinda. Hi, how are you feeling? Everyone's talking about getting their box. Hi, Brandy. Okay, I can actually see you guys now, so now I'm not as worried. Good. This is good. You're not feeling good today, Belinda? What's wrong? Are you exhausted, or is it actually painful on top of exhaustion? Yeah, okay. I bet. I'm sure it's exhausting. Like I can only imagine, guys, seriously. Yep, Sandra's there too. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Lisa. I just saw you too. Hi, Jean. I'm looking for Kayla, but I haven't seen her yet. And I'm making sure I didn't forget anybody because I was so worried because I couldn't see the comments. I have everything prepped in the Ziploc today. Hi, Robin. All right. Lauren, which one are you making? Are you making the flower, or are you going to make the hats? Yeah, I miss people too, I'm sure. Harbor, I just saw Cynthia came in too. Hi, Deb. I didn't see Deb's chilling back till just now either. Who's cooking? Wait, Lisa's cooking wings? I want to be at Lisa's house. Guys, I'm telling you, it's hysterical. Now, not only, listen to this, not only do I have my spider control next to me, but I blew out the power surges here blew out my oven and my microwave. So I have been eating cold meals until they can fix it. So yeah, we've had my husband, when he comes back, y'all, is going to be like, what happened to our house? And he's not handy, y'all. I'm the handy person in this house. He's not handy at all. So I cannot wait for him to come back and be like, what happened? Every Thursday you make wings? Hi, Elsa. Wow, Lisa makes wings every Thursday, y'all. Ah, you're going to die cut for a Pat. Aha, you're die cutting today, see? This one is actually so easy to do, y'all, that you can actually do this while talking. Hi, Tiffany. So I'm going to show you. Obviously, I cut and measured out the pieces. I glued them together. You literally, I'm going to glue it in front of you so you can see how easy this is and clamp it. And then I have them pre-done in 2 different sizes so I can show you. Who am I missing coming in? I'm sure I missed somebody. Yeah, you know what, Deb? My husband is coming back. What happened was we asked for special permission, and it made it all the way to the top level of government. We asked permission for me to go to him because oh, you got the card. Yay. You know what? I never know, y'all, if you're going to get my mail or not. So whenever I hear you actually got my mail, I get excited. So what happened, Deb, was we asked permission for me to go to him because Israel's already in its wave 2 and they already have wave 2 under control. So we asked and asked and asked, like, would you be willing to let me in? Now, clearly, it's not their job. I'm not an Israeli citizen. I have no rights to be there, but they did have humanitarian conditions. So my doctor sent them a note, a long letter, saying, look, her life is actually legitimately at risk in New York. Here's why. We have to put her back on chemotherapy, and we're scared for her because we haven't even hit wave 2 yet, and she can get really sick. And where you are, it's so much better controlled. Where did Tequila come in and I missed her because I was talking? Hi, Nilda. And so what happened was basically they said, okay, well, we'll think about it. Send us your medical reports. It's a little bit awkward to send people your private business, but I did it anyway because they asked for proof. So my doctor basically sent them all of my results and explained to them what's wrong with me in detail, and basically said her life expectancy is reduced by her staying in the US. And we're going to have to lock her in her apartment because we don't have any other way of making her safe. So they actually considered it, Deb, and really considered it and considered it and considered it. And then they just said, no offense, but you're kind of not our responsibility. And, in fairness, they're right. I'm not their responsibility. I'm not a citizen. I'm not a resident. We asked for a special circumstance, and in fairness, they don't want anybody. Are you sure you should go? You know what? My doctor said the plane ride would have been safer than staying. Because here, I think the concern is just that people here are starting to, I think that's how my post office staff got sick, y'all. My post office got sick, the staff got sick because people are walking around without a mask. Hello, Christina, Michigan. So what we're having the same as everywhere across the country, y'all. Young people are not, it's mostly young people. It's not adults. It's 20-year-olds not wearing masks. And because I live in Hipsterville, that means most of the neighborhood, other than we OGs, old timers that go out wearing a mask. So my doctor's really scared. So my post office, I told you all, just went on limited hours again, and they didn't post it, which is what they did during COVID. And sure enough, the clerk hinted to our super that it's because someone in there has COVID again. So that makes us nervous because when that started last time, not wearing it all, Lenny says, see? I know, Lenny, I know everyone's having this problem, so it's not just here. It's not just for us here in Brooklyn, y'all. There's something weird going on. I think young people think maybe they're fed up psychologically, right? Maybe that's all it is, y'all. Maybe they can't fathom that this is life-threatening. So, oh, you're still not feeling good, Christina, huh? Hi, Rhonda. Hey, Tay's in the room. It's nice to see you. Woohoo! It's a party, y'all. Okay, it's a party. All right, guys, this is so simple. I'm going to tell you, this is what I'm saying. You could, if Lauren were making these and not die cutting, she would have 4 of these made. Hi, Bertha. It's the same method for both, which is how I came up with the idea for that rag poinsettia. I like them all facing one way. I'm going to tell you, you don't have to be that ridiculous about it, but I always put them through the same way. And the reason for that is I'm going to show you. You make a little hoop, you put it through the center, you pull the middle thread through. Give me a second. And I'm going to show you why I like mine all the same way. And then you pull it. You don't pull it so tightly that it will bend this, but if you double this up, it won't bend. I will tell you that, y'all. It won't bend. So here's why I like them all the same way. If you do it this way, the loop goes to the back. So I'll show you that. See? So if you don't pay attention to the way you're doing it, you'll sometimes have a bump in the front and sometimes you won't. So you have to decide which way you like the way it looks. And then I think you should always do it the same way. But literally, that's the weave-in. I love jelly bean. Click the thumbs up. I swear I don't care about any of those things. Hi, Deanna. Hi, Crafty Michelle is in the house. So, the secret to this, I'm going to tell you, this is the easiest thing in the world to build. When I saw this last year, I actually thought this was such a clever invention because it's so simple. You can do it while talking to people on the phone. You can do it while watching videos. You can do it in a live easily. Like, it's so simple. And you don't have to pay attention to it. They go pretty fast too, if you don't have hand issues like I do. They do go pretty fast. I can make in an hour, I can finish one, including decorating it. So, I mean, that's pretty fast. The only thing I will tell you is that if you use the baker's twine, like I did in some of the hats, it is harder to work with. And the only thing you have to, so you just keep doing it. It's like weaving. So all you have to do is, I would keep pushing it together just to make sure that it stays nice and even so you don't have to fix anything at the end. For people doing the poinsettias, I'm going to start one of those at the same time, and then I'll just keep working on it while I'm talking to you. This is the yarn. I'm just taking a look at all the comments. The only thing I will tell you is, depending upon the material you use when you're doing this one, like today I'm using sari silk. So for this one, I'm going to want to put a bit of, oh, I don't know if someone hit the thumbs down. That's okay if they did. I don't take any of that stuff. I've never made the hats, but I'm telling you, Tay, they're going to be so fast, you're going to be shocked. And this is the same method, y'all. Look, the only difference is on this, because I'm using sari silk and I know it's a bit slippy, I do set it with a bit of glue. But it's the exact same method as we're doing for the hats. I'm going to tell you that. It's the exact same method. What ends up happening is, in order to get all that dimension that I had, you end up cutting the ends at different lengths after you've done all the weaving. That's what you do. Wait, today is Erica's birthday? Is it today, Erica? Hi, Carrie. I'm just taking a look to see. I'm catching up. Oh, yeah, you're so funny. All right, I've got it, Pat. Believe it or not, I finally figured this out, which is actually amazing. Why is it not letting me do it? Because Carrie keeps moving. There we go. Done. Okay, so on this, I do put a bit of glue. And the only reason for that is just because sari silk can be a bit slippy. But it depends on your material. And you do the exact same thing. The only thing I do differently with the poinsettia is that I alternate fabrics. So if you noticed on the poinsettia, it's the exact same thing. You put a loop through, pull these through the loop, and again, before I pull it too tight, I'm just going to add a little dollop of glue because I'm using sari silk. Woohoo! Happy birthday, Erica. What did you do to celebrate your birthday? Yeah, I seriously need a new birthday calendar. Well, we all need a proper birthday calendar. You know what? That's the truth. I have one up in Florida. I should have brought it with me. So you see, I alternate for the poinsettia. So now I'm going to add the tulle. The tulle is probably the slippiest material out of them all. I just really like it. We should sing. And then I don't adjust the ends of the poinsettia until I'm done the entire thing. And the reason for that is that helps you decide where the dimension goes and where it doesn't. And I did actually overlay some tulle on top of the other layers afterwards, which I'll show you. So let me just set that tulle with a bit of glue. These are so simple. You can do these while watching television, while watching videos. This you can do with your eyes closed. This is one of the reasons why I think this is such a good activity. It's very stress relieving. That's the other thing about this both of these projects is that, so you see, I alternate them. So that's how the poinsettia starts. Back at the hat, it's the same thing, just with minus the glue, y'all. It's really one of the easiest things ever. And then I'll show you how you turn it inside out at the end without wrecking it, because that's a little bit of the trick. Good. When's your birthday, Robin? Is it soon? Hello. Rare Roo is in the house, otherwise known as Miss Martin. Aw. And Elvia. Hi, Elvia. Hi, Barbara. It's nice to see you. How was your day today? Barbara rushes home from work. I'm surprised you made it. I'm amazed that you made it. It's hard on her schedule, y'all. Yeah, it's Kayla's birthday on the weekend. So, Erica, you and Kayla have almost the same birthday. Whoa, your family went? No, they did not. Wait, they went for skydiving? How did you feel about that? So when I'm in Florida, I'm in Deerfield Beach, just outside of Fort Lauderdale. Like a 25-minute drive outside of Fort Lauderdale. And you just keep going, y'all. Just keep going. You'll finish this while talking. You won't even realize you're finished it. Oh, thank you, Becky. You know what? My husband was like, you are crazy for cutting your own hair. But he liked the haircut. So I was like, yay. My mom was so scared, y'all. She was so scared. Hello, Misty. And Soleil. Hi. And I'm just making sure I didn't miss anyone else while I'm trying to pull these strings through. And I'm like, wait a second. Did I miss somebody? Oh, you live in Sunrise. I know Sunrise West really well. Really? Like near Sunrise West as in near Davie? I'm just finding out. And Latin Girl 34, isn't that? You're still in quarantine, but you're much better. Oh, that's such good news. Oh my goodness. See, what a relief. That is really good news. So I don't know, y'all. Depends how neat you are. I have to keep going back and making sure that all of these are perfect. See? How did it turn out? Are you happy with it? Hi, Leticia. Leticia has really exciting news, y'all. I know. Pat's been quarantined since her birthday. Hi, Lana. Oh, it's so good to see you. So I started the poinsettia, Lana, which I think you'll make really beautiful ones of these, to be honest. And the hat is super easy. I'm just doing them both at the same time while talking. Yeah, Leticia has the best news, y'all. She honestly has the best news. You know how, like, I'll let Leticia tell you, but you know how she's like she's always fighting for the best possible results for her son, right? Because we all know that if you provide the most support possible for a child who has living with autism, that every support that you can get, which is very hard to get in the United States, it's very, very hard to get any support. The kind of support that you would naturally get in Canada, Leticia has to fight for. And she fights for every single possible opportunity. And she wants full integration for her son. So I'll let you now share it, Leticia, but I have to tell you, you always amaze me because I've met with a lot of parents in my lifetime as an educator, and you are amazing. Hi, Alice. Oh, Alice. How are you doing, Alice? I mean, no one recovers very quickly from grief, y'all. But are you holding it? How are you feel? Are you holding it together, sort of? I'm just watching while I'm weaving. See, what I like about this activity is that you really can do it. Even with my hand issues, you can do this while talking to people. Oh, Barbara, I did not know that. Okay, so you understand exactly. I had no idea. You're by Sawgrass. That's what I mean. But you're right near. Okay, so you're by Sawgrass. So I'm going to tell you something, Jean. So my dad had heart disease, right? So I told y'all I grew up with spending half my youth in Florida. Guess where they lived? Pine Island Ridge, which is really close to you. Really close to you. I know exactly where you live. Yeah, grief is. Hi, Marcy. How you feeling, girly? See, that's harder, Michelle, when your son isn't diagnosed till he's older, because see, Leticia has to fight here in the US for whatever reason, and I don't understand it. It's like they don't understand the value of integration. And integration is key, but then you need support. I it's to not be diagnosed till you're an adult, which means you don't get any of the proper support that you need in order to thrive. And then the school system is not very, Tay, I did not know you lived in Miami. Wait a second, how are you doing? Oh, Marcy, this is good news. Listen, it has been a rough year, y'all. I mean, when you think about what everyone has gone through, Tay, I did not know you were in Miami. How are you coping? I'm just waiting to see. I'm waiting for it to catch up. He was so clearly, see, and he got zero support. Yeah. And you know what happens there, Michelle, is that, at least in my experience, and it's the same thing at the college level, by the way, is that they get zero support. They can't manage certain classes without support. So then they end up not taking it. And then somehow that becomes the child's fault. Like there's nowhere along the way do they say, well, maybe there's something wrong here. We should assess it. No, it just becomes like a behavioral issue. It's not a behavioral issue. It makes me insane. Hi, Wandy. I can't believe I still call you Wandy. So you see, I just keep making the hats. Hey, Dawn. It really bothers me. So, when Leticia ends up having a win like today, where she had to like fight really hard, but she got it done, I want to have a party. Yeah, you see? Right. They called him, see what they did? That's what makes me insane. They called him unmotivated, which is labeling somebody by behavior. He wasn't unmotivated. That's like saying when I don't feel well, I'm unmotivated. Like it's really insulting, and it hurts our children, guys. It hurts our kids. And then, they tell them, well, you're very bright. Too bad you're not realizing your potential. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, Barbara. They're labeled problem kids, right? This makes me nuts. Instead of saying like, oh, we clearly have a problem, that we need to address. And I don't mean a problem like a behavioral problem. We have a gap in our system. And, these teachers are supposed to be trained. I'm given training. I've been trained for years now. You know what the problem is? That they don't renew the training. So it's voluntary. Like once you've been certified once, I never have to go again as a college professor. So if I choose to not go and get retrained on this, I don't ever have to go again. So legitimately, people who were trained 10 years ago are so outdated and they don't know anything. Hi, Jan. And that's really difficult. Go get some work done. Big hug, Alice. Thank you for coming in. It's still a lot. I can't believe she came into the live. It's still really hard. You want to know some good news? Yeah, you see? Oh, Alice, see, thank you. It's true. That's why I'm so excited. It's true. The numbers are going up everywhere. Well, I was just saying, Tia, I was just saying, here our warning is the post office. So we weren't sure at first if it was just what P was telling me about. Like she sent me this news article about how there are going to be closures all across America in the post office. Guys, I don't know if you saw that article that P sent, but it basically warned us that we are having closures, like early shutdowns all across America in the post office. So I was like, okay, so maybe that's what it is. But no, the clerk kind of winked, nudge, nudge, wink, winked to my neighbors that no, it was COVID related. And for us, that's a warning, just like last time. When the post office staff are getting sick again, there's a sign up clearly that says wear a mask. The manager at that post office is pretty rough and is not afraid to tell people to wear a mask. But I have been in there where someone has walked in without a mask on. And when the manager said something, basically they got into a big fight with the manager in the middle of the post office. Meanwhile, everybody in there is exposed to the person without the mask. So am I surprised that? No, I'm not surprised. I'm not. The numbers are going up across the country. And California and Florida, we have to really feel for. Yeah, you see, that's what you need. Isn't that insane, Soleil? If you don't have a teacher who is properly trained and has actual education to help identify and then support, and then you have to hope that the teacher has enough support. Because I don't know what the classroom size is like in Australia. Here, we can have classrooms of 32 kids in one class for one teacher. And that means supporting a young person living with autism is going to be tough because you don't have enough. Like, there's only one of you and 32 other students or 31 other students, and there aren't the resources, which is why Leticia's win is such a big win. Because to get a shadow teacher is a big deal. That's a big deal. And that means that her son is going to be really well supported. See, that's okay. See, Rhonda, and you know what my bodega guys told me? They're actually afraid because a couple of times people have threatened violence over the mask thing. So they don't want to fight. They don't want to have a physical fist fight with somebody during COVID. So basically, they tell people, please put on a mask. If people get belligerent and violent, they back off. And they just tell me to wait outside if I'm there because that person's not wearing a mask. But they're exposed all the time because they're afraid people are going to get violent with them, which is very sad, actually. Yeah, exactly, Leticia. I know. It's more than 30,000. It's a huge investment they're making. Well, because a shadow teacher is the same as paying, it's like paying a private one-on-one support teacher, right? So a shadow teacher is at least $30,000 a year, at least. But it's a really good investment. Hi, I'm saying hello to everybody, making sure I said hi. Yeah, of course it's a state order, but Pat, you know what the problem is? There's nobody around to enforce it. I mean, I don't know where you guys are. There are fines here, but the police are not enforcing these things. They can't be everywhere. They've got bigger problems than is someone wearing a mask or not. And only like Apple has staff out front that they're paying extra money to check people for temperatures, and they're taking down people's names in case they're exposed to COVID while in the store, and they're actually doing tracing. But Sephora started that way and then they stopped because it's too expensive, I think. They stopped doing it. I know, it's terrible. I know. It's not normal, guys. People are afraid to say something. Yeah, and what? No. Okay, Michelle's saying that in London, the shop owners aren't wearing masks. Oh, here, I will say that in New York, every shop owner is wearing a mask. Every single shop owner. I know. But Marcy, you know what the difference is? One, you're a nurse, so you understand the risks of COVID, which is why it was so scary for you. And then you've survived COVID. So you also know what it feels like, right? And those first few days of burning in your lungs, which I'm sure you're never going to forget your whole life, Marcy, right? So, wow, only customers wear a mask. I'm shocked. Oh, my mouth is about to hang open. You know what, Erica? I'm telling you, that's why they let me go to the bodega on off hours and they don't want me going anywhere else. I had to go for my blood test yesterday for my medicine, and literally they had me in and out, and they schedule me when there's no other patient on purpose. So now I go for like things like my blood tests on their breaks or on their lunch because they don't even want me crossing somebody because people are not being responsible. So I'm just shocked that the shop owners in England aren't wearing a mask. You'd think that they would be terrified for themselves. Like, never mind the customers. Aren't they scared because they see all these people and they're not thinking to themselves like, oh, I'm going to end up with a problem here? I'm making sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, see, you do get fined. See what Lorraine's saying? I'm so proud of your community, Lorraine, because you know what? Throughout COVID, your community has actually been really good. Do you remember when the numbers started to spike, Lorraine, and you told us, okay, they're going to shut us down? You were one of the first areas to be shut down in your area, like in your state. Yeah, I know. See, it's true. I agree. Jersey, I think, understands. I will tell you, Manhattan is much better than Brooklyn. Like when I go into the hospital, Manhattan, almost everybody is wearing a mask. It's just, you know what? It's Brooklyn, y'all. I don't know what it is. Yeah, people are really short sighted. I can't believe it. Because, here the shop owners are kind of scared because they're thinking that, like, if they don't wear a mask, they see so many people that they're likely going to contract something. Yeah, you see, and the driver didn't have one? Oh, are you kidding me? All I'm going to say is I don't understand that. Yeah, that is the problem. You know what? I'm going to tell you all something. That happens here all the time, that people wear it kind of half on their face, including, by the way, the police officers. That bothers me because they're supposed to be enforcing things. And so when they're not, see, when I'm chatting, I'm a little bit messier. I have to make sure I go back and keep it straight. Maybe those of you who are neater, or if you knit, you're probably better at it. So I just go and retighten it and make sure. Hi, Linda. Yeah, I clean everything too. You know what? And I'm going to say this. My husband asked me why I do that because it takes me like an hour. Like if I get groceries, I clean everything, every single item. And my husband said, "Why are you doing that? Here they're not saying to do that." And I said, "Because my doctor tells me that at first they thought that COVID lived on surfaces for like 24 hours. Then they thought it lived on surfaces for 9 hours. Then they're saying, well, if it's this kind of surface, it's 2 hours. And if it's this kind of surface, it's 30 minutes. And if it's this kind, it's 3 hours. I don't know what surface a milk carton is. So I just don't want to take any chances. I just clean it." Yeah. Yeah, see how now, I mean, it's actually easy. The hardest part is when you push it through and you pull it up, actually. It's not this is not difficult, and this is really not difficult. Not even to make look really nice. Yeah, the half mask wearing thing is difficult because if you say to people, "Well, you're not wearing a mask," then they say, "Yes, I am, see," but they're not wearing it properly. And here there's a rule that you're not allowed to wear a KN95 if you have a beard, because Brooklyn has a lot of hipsters with beards and a lot of religious, like Hasidic people, and so they're not allowed to wear a KN95 because there's a space between it and the beard. So they're wearing these little masks, but they don't cover anything. So it makes everybody really nervous. I'm not even sure it counts as a mask. Yeah, it's their junk is hanging out. It's true. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, see, that would make me insane, Pat. If I see police not wearing a mask, it is like, you know what, Marcy? It's the same thing as having a hole in a condom. It's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. I don't understand it. I do understand it in young people. I don't know if you all are having this experience. Our young people are just fed up. They were just told that they're going to school online here. They're not very happy about it. And I guess because we don't have backyards here or anywhere for them to go, it's like London, or downtown Sydney. They don't have anywhere to go. So they can't go outside. They can't go to a park. They're kind of fed up, guys. They're fed up. So Gimme Dem Kisses is Lulu. Hello, Lulu. And Thelma just came in. And what did you just say? Wait, Deep South next to Mexico. See, me too. You are a hot spot right now. It's true. And even if you weren't a hot spot, oh, Soleil, thank you for coming. Mwah. Even if you're not in a hot spot, guys, clean your stuff. Because you know what? We can go back and forth. We can go back and forth to hotspot, not hotspot, and we won't even know what's happening. If you just clean your stuff, then you don't have to worry about it. I think it just reduces our nervousness. You know what? My doctor has this great theory, which is, look, there's not much with COVID we can control, right? What we control is masks, basic hand washing and hygiene, and keeping social distance when we're outside from people. Bye, Soleil. That's all we can control. Does he get scared about that he doesn't wear it though? Like, they come in contact with so many people that I worry for police if they're not wearing a mask. Because I guess it's like being any frontline worker. Wouldn't you worry about it? I would worry about them, like something being at risk. Oh my gosh, we're already at 8 o'clock. It just sent me a warning saying I'm supposed to end the stream shortly. I'm just reading. I'm catching up. I don't know. That's scary. I would be nervous if my husband wasn't wearing a mask and dealing with the public all the time. Yeah, they think yeah. All right. Also, I was so busy chatting. I didn't finish mine yet. The hardest part of this when you're done is grouping it and twisting it like this. And then you push it through. And you do that first. Let's say this was finished. You take a 5-inch string and you tie the knot so that it becomes a cute little pom-pommy thing. And then I just twist and push it through. And the reason you do that is it does look more even. So I'll show you what it should look like, more even like that when you pull it through. And then you can trim these and make them as fluffy as you want. And that's sort of how you finish it. Just because we're pretty much done the live and we didn't finish it. So I want to make sure you knew that. For this, the secret is going in and cutting to create the dimension and creating a center. I did have, where is it? Remember I told y'all, this is how much I've left of this trim. So as you can see, but I was going to show y'all, if you have this trim makes the most amazing floral center. If you roll it, like I'm rolling it just like a tassel, just the same way you would if you were making one of those sort of shabby tassels. You see how it makes like a floral center? And I got to tell you, because Rare Room makes the most stunning handmade flowers, she might have a better idea. But then what I basically do is I put it in the center of this like that. So it sticks out like a floral center. Hi, Kathy. And that's what makes it really cute. I mean, there's other floral centers you can use. I just happen to have this, so I was using it. And I like the way that it looks, because it looks very floral when you sort of fluff it up. Yeah, right, Deb? It's the best trim in the but it's been sold out. And Elsa Cleary, very kindly, can you imagine? My husband would never have done this, y'all. I'm telling you, I told Elsa she's an angel. So every time I go, Hobby Lobby's had free shipping, I've tried to order this, and it keeps being sold out. So Elsa's like, don't worry, my husband's going to the doctor. I'm going to have him pick up the trim. And I'm telling you guys, if I'd asked my husband, hi, MJ, if I'd asked my husband to get trim for someone at Hobby Lobby, he would have laughed me out of the house. But Elsa's husband was so nice. And he was like, yes, I will go do it. But I think this trim is fantastic because it makes a fantastic shabby-esque, but also just a cute tassel. It works as a floral center. It has a lot of uses, this trim. I think this has more uses than a lot of trim. It's one of Jelly Bean's too. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let me show it to you. I'll show you what it looks like. Where did I put the spool that I just pulled it off of? This is what it looks like at the store. And that's what it's called. It's called Merchant 41 Tassel Trim. And then this is what it looks like. It's tiny tassels, like layers of tiny tassels. In pink, yellow, kind of a minty blue. It's pretty amazing. And it also makes fantastic tassels. I think I have some made in a box. Do I have my box here or did I put it away already? No, I put it away already. I was going to say I've made a lot of tassels lately, and it's very, very simple. Like I did a quick Saturday tutorial. You literally roll it and tuck it inside a bead cap, and it makes a really cute little tassel. It's such a good trim, and you can use it for every other project too. I just think this is one of our most, you know how there's just some trims that are so versatile, and this looks really good with Dolce. It looks good with a lot of collections. It's just a really versatile. Oh, really? I didn't know that. See, I didn't know there was a yarn like that too. That's good to know because this I think is so useful. That's why we all run out of it is because it's so useful. Okay, so maybe they've restocked now. I don't know what, maybe it's because they had free shipping, Deb. Everybody ordered it, which is really possible. Hi, Monty. So, I mean, that's it, y'all. It's that simple. This is one of the easiest things you're ever going to make. I will tell you, it looks adorable with a chocolate stuck in it. It really does. And these are good to give to neighbors, I think. If you make a box, if you make like an altered box and you tuck these in with chocolates and you put 3 or 4 in a row, 6 is a lot. You'd need a big box for 6, but because these take up a little bit of room, but 4 will fit. And they would also look good like for different holidays. You could make these for Halloween too. You could put like little ghosts and little bats on them. Oh, thank you, Deb. I also ended up getting me a roll. Her husband, I can't believe her husband did this. I'm telling you, my husband would never do it. He happened to be going to the doctor. So she wrote to me and said, I'll get it for you. And I was like, thank you. And I'll happily pay you back. And I appreciate it. It was really sweet of Elsa to ask her husband. Really, really sweet. You missed MJ and Sabrina? I missed Sabrina too. I didn't see Sabrina either. Yeah, see? Kayla, right? I know. It's amazing trim, y'all. I'm telling you. And I really do use it. And then just for these guys, like, look, 10 inches sounded long, right? But look at it. On here, it's not. By the time you go around and fill the flower up and then you cut in, I will tell you, I did go over and I layered over some of these to make it thicker. And then I trimmed in kind of like a haircut until I liked all the poofiness. And that's how I got the poofiness. Okay, so Lulu, this is a rag poinsettia that I made for Michelle's Christmas collab. So people wanted to know how I made it. Now, P had to tell me this is called a rag flower and that there's an actual tradition for this. And so I went and looked up videos to make sure I was teaching you properly, and I am. I just saw it in my head, so I built it. So people wanted to know how to make it. And I figured out how to make this really because I had made these hats. These are those mini hats that you tuck chocolates into. They also make cute bottle toppers. They really do. And you can make them for all different styles of crafting. Clean crafting, Maggie crafting, shabby crafting. They work for every single type of crafting. And they're very relaxing. This is a very relaxing craft. You can. It's true. You can make them. You can adjust these. Once you know how to do these, take good care. Bye, Michelle. And I'm about to end the live too. I know we're over the hour. You can adjust these, guys, very easily. Once you figure out how to do this, that's what I was doing. I adjusted them to fit different size bottles. Once you get used to making it, all you basically do is adjust the band. That's it. So you can make super mini ones and you can make bigger ones. And they're really this simple to do and very relaxing, like super relaxing. Yeah, Linda, you got to try the poinsettia. It's so much fun to make this. I have to tell you, like, I'm going to finish it after we get off while watching people's videos and catching up. It's just very relaxing. The only thing about the poinsettia is, as I said, I'm using sari silk tonight. For that, I do put a drop of glue to keep it in place because this sari silk will come unknotted while I'm working on it, and that can be frustrating. And that's the only thing. I know we were going to do the ATCs and then we ended up doing this. So I'll just do a video. That's what I'll do instead. I'll do yours and Jelly Beans and also Lizzie's. It's all 3 of you. So I'll just do it in a video. The band? I used 110 cardstock just because I like mine to be stronger. Here's what I found, Jelly Bean. When I did the first time, I only used 1 piece of 110. And I found if I pulled too tight, because I wanted to make sure the knot was tight, it could have indented the cardstock. It didn't, but it could have. Good night, Susan. So this time I doubled it, and there's no risk of that. So it's kind of up to you. You know, you make beautiful ATCs. Don't be. I didn't finish the poinsettia, which is from the thing, and we were making the little hats. And I'm almost finished the weave on this one. We were making the little hats, which are, and I'm going to go finish it actually. Susan's still there. No, I've never used elastic because you know what? I saw this tutorial a year ago, Jelly Bean, and I put it on my list of things to try. And it was so simple. I was like, but you know what? I bet you elastic would work really well, actually. And then you really could adjust it, guys, so that it fits. It fits on everything. That's what would be amazing. The band is just 110-pound cardstock, literally. I know, I just saw that too. It's literally just 110, and it's at 5 1/4 by 1/2 inch. That's it. And all you do is you take the strip and you glue it 1/4 inch in, and you have a circle, and that's it. Sandra, I have one up on a video I did for the Christmas Club, but I am going to finish this tonight, so I'll show it to you tomorrow. While I'm watching videos, that's what I'm going to do. I really like making these because they are really relaxing. They're super relaxing. I don't know. There's something about them that's just very enjoyable. You could use a hair elastic for actually, you know what? And that's right up Jelly Bean's alley because those you can get here. You can get those at the dollar store. Yeah, isn't that a good idea? A hair elastic, guys. That would work in fact, that would be even easier than this if you used a hair elastic. It's a really good idea. You see? These are the ideas we come up with when we talk these things through. Yeah, you know what? I saw it a year ago too, and I was like, I put it on my list of crafty things to make, and then I didn't make it. So when we were doing Crafty Michelle's collab, I wanted to make something different, and I wanted it, I was making it for Tammy Green because she wasn't feeling well. So I was like, okay, this is perfect. It's a perfect thing to send to her. I like the mix too. Thank you, Lena. Me too. And I thought you would like this actually. It's funny that you say that because when I was making this, Lena, I thought of you and I thought, you know, they're probably harder to make smaller, but I thought of you and how cool these would be as embellishments. And I thought of the colors and the textures, and I thought you would like them actually. All right, y'all. That is the end of tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm sorry that I didn't finish my hat. Normally I finish at least one. I can't believe I was chit-chatting and I didn't finish. I'm a slow crafter too, MJ. Listen, I'm a slow crafter too. But you saw, we got a book done in one tutorial. We got the tote bags in another. If I wasn't chit-chattering so much, I would have finished the hat and half the poinsettia. So don't feel bad that you're slow. You know what? I'd rather be slow and careful so that you don't have to redo things, right? So some of us are just slower. There's nothing wrong with that. Good night, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for stopping by and spending this time. And Sandra, I will show you guys the finished one because I'm going to finish it tonight. Don't be sorry, Brian. Listen, how are you doing, by the way, Brian? Are you feeling any better? It takes me forever to get over anything like that. 8 rosettes cut it too. See, I knew Lauren would finish whatever she was doing. Y'all, she has finished every one of these projects. It's kind of awesome. Thank you, Cynthia. Cynthia, you should try making these. And the poinsettia. You'd like it. Bye, guys. Bye, Lulu. Thank you for coming. Good night, Linda. It is fun. Everyone chit-chats. It's really fun. Good night, everybody. Are you doing better? Okay, I wanted to make sure I saw your answer before I logged off. Bye, Geneva. Take real good care, guys. Good night. Good night, Kathy. I feel it's funny. It's like the Waltons. It's really fun. You made the hats already? Sabrina is here. I thought someone said you left. I said that I missed her. Good night, y'all. Oh, see, you made the hats already. So then you got to try this. This is super relaxed. If you can make the hat, Cynthia, you can make this for sure. It's the same method. All you have to do is cut in. Bye, Lana. All you have to do is cut in to give it dimension. And you know what I did, Cynthia? I'll show you. Do you see here? Like over each one of these, I put like another strand. I built mine 2 layers thick. Good night, y'all. So if you can do the hat, Cynthia, you can do the poinsettia too. And then you just flip it over. And that's what gives it that nice poof. Oh, that's why. And then and then they said goodbye to you. So I was confused, Sabrina. I was like, wait, did I miss her? Good night, Monty. Good night, Erica. Erica, have the best birthday dinner ever with your family. Yeah, but parents are important, Kathy. Yeah, good night, John Boy is right. All right, y'all. I'm going to close off the chat. Brian, continue healing. Thank you for coming. Happy birthday, Erica. Good night, y'all.